Hi, I'm Anvit. Welcome back to NFL Weekly Podcast. And this time I'll be talking about Week 4 of the NFL and my predictions, why I think them, and my scores, and what happened last week, and my predictions, and why. So starting off with last week's Thursday night game, we're going Panthers versus Texans, and I said the Panthers would win, and they did. The score is 21-9. Chargers versus Chiefs, I said Chiefs, but the Chargers won. Cardinals versus Jaguars. I said the Cardinals would win, and they did. The score is wrong, though. Browns versus Bears. I had the Browns winning, but the score is wrong. Bills versus Watch Football Team. I had the Bills winning, but the score was wrong. Titans versus Colts. I had the Titans winning, but the score was wrong. Saints versus Patriots. I had the Patriots winning 17-14, but they lost. But Saints. Falcons versus Giants. I had the Falcons winning, but the score is wrong. Bengals, Steelers. As a Bengals fan, this hurt me because I should have picked the Bengals, and I got to stick with them all the way. I said the Steelers would win, and they lost. Thank God. Ravens versus Lions. I said Ravens would win, but the score is wrong. But Justin Tucker broke the record. Very proud of him. 65 yards. Game-winning field goal. Jets versus Broncos. The Broncos are doing very well right now. Beating the Jets here. Bageled them 26-0. The score was wrong for me, by the way. 3-0 start for Denver. Dolphins versus Raiders. I had the Raiders winning 35-7, but they went to overtime with the Dolphins here. Almost an upset, but they clutched up and won. Bucks versus Rams. I had the Bucks winning, but the Rams actually won, and it wasn't that close. 34-24. So, yeah. Vikings, I had them losing to Seattle, but they won. So I was surprised about that. Packers, 49ers. I had the 49ers winning, but Packers won with a game-winning field goal. So Mason Crosby pulling it up the leg. Eagles vs Cowboys. I had the Cowboys winning 28-24, but the score is wrong for me. So now let's talk about this week's Thursday night game, which is tomorrow. Jaguars are 0-3 versus the Bengals for 2-1. I think it's safe to say everyone in the world knows this. The Bengals are winning, and my score would be 28-14. And I just think there's no competition here. So sorry, Jacksonville. Titans, who are 2-1 versus the Jets, who are 0-3. I have the Titans winning 42-10. The Jets are trash. Zach Wilson, I think, is a bust, along with Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence at least has some potential. I think Zach Wilson's just a bust. He's throwing like 4 picks a game. I don't even know what he's doing at this point. Titans, easy win. Lions, who are 0-3 versus the Bears, who are 1-2. I have an upset here, and I have the Lions winning 13-10 against the Chicago Bears, Lions, who are 0-3, but they almost beat the Ravens. Justin Tucker is just goated. And the Bears, they had like combined total of like 40, 50 yards. And Justin Fields isn't playing this game with Dalton. I don't think he's going to do any better. So Detroit holds who are 0-3. It might be the best 0-3 team this year and had the toughest schedule this year versus the Dolphins, who are 1-2. I had the Colts winning 28-17. I think this is a break here. Take their first win of the season. Dolphins without Tua, I don't think they're going to do much. I mean, they surprised everyone with the overtime against Oakland. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. So Browns, who are 2-1 versus the Vikings, who are 1-2. I have the Browns winning 28-24. I was actually tempted to take the Minnesota Vikings, but I just think the Browns are a better team overall with OBJ back. They gotta win. They're going to win. Washington Football Team, who are 1-2 versus the Falcons, who are 1-2. I have the Washington Football Team winning 24-17. I think this is safe to say that the Washington Football Team would win this. The Falcons do pop off. Kyle Pitts does good. Calvin Ridley does good, like he's supposed to. He's supposed to reach that potential. He hasn't yet. Then they'll definitely win this, but they're not going to, I don't think. Texans, who are 1-2 versus the Bills, who are 2-1. I think it's safe to say the Bills are going to win 35-7. Tyrod Taylor isn't playing. Davis Mills hasn't been doing really good. The Bills, they're really good. I don't know how they lost to Pittsburgh, but they're really good. Giants, who are 0-3 versus the Saints, who are 2-1. Giants are going to go 0-4 with this loss. Saints are going to won this 28-14. I think James Winston is definitely gonna pop off here. I mean, it's Giants defense. What are they gonna do? And yeah, Chiefs who are 1-2 versus the Eagles who are 1-2, and the Chiefs surprisingly are 1-2. And I just think they're gonna blow the Eagles out this game, 35-17. They're not gonna let that loss, two game losing streak, gonna screw them over with this game and win. Panthers who are 3-0 versus the Cowboys who are 2-1. Now the Cowboys upsetting the Panthers 31-28. The way Dak Prescott played last week, if he does that again, it's gonna be a win for them. Mari Cooper has to do really good. After that week one, he's kind of been down. So Seahawks who are 1-2 versus the 49ers who are 2-1. 49ers have them winning 35-32. Seahawks are gonna go 1-3, and it's gonna be tough for Seattle fans, but 49ers are just a pretty good team. They lost last week in a game-winning field goal, but they won other ones. Cardinals who are 3-0 versus the Rams who are 3-0. The undefeated teams will play a game. This is prime time, and the Cardinals would lose this 35-27. The Rams would win this. Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp is having the best year of his career. Matt Stafford's finally doing what he's supposed to do in Detroit, but couldn't do because the Detroit Lions suck. Steelers who are 1-2 versus the Packers who are 2-1. I think it's safe to say the Steelers are bad and they're never going to be good this year. And they're going to lose 28-10 to the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, sure, he's not giving, and he's not caring about this season, but he's trying to try getting that ring at least, but he doesn't care if he loses it. So he's still going to win. The Steelers are bad. Ravens were 2-1 versus the Broncos are 3-0. Another upset. I got the Ravens winning 21-18. Broncos, I think they're overrated in my opinion. They had the easiest schedule this year. I think playing the Jets, Jaguars, and some other team, but I just think the Ravens will come back and win this. Game-winning field goal definitely for Justin Tucker. Bucks who are 2-1 versus the Pats who are 1-2. Tom Brady's revenge game. The Bucks would win 35-24. I think Mac Jones still needs to improve. He's not just there yet to beat the Super Bowl champions. So yeah. Monday Night Football, Raiders 3-0 versus the Chargers who are 2-1. I have the Chargers upsetting 28-27 after they beat the Chiefs. I have so much respect for them. I have so much respect for Justin Herbert, and I think they're going to beat the Raiders. And that's my podcast for week 4, and I hope you all enjoy. Bye.